What's up, everybody? It's Man of Low Moral Fiber here. My name's Luke, and in this video I'm going to be continuing my level 1 to overpower level 8 playthrough. In the previous video I farmed that there golden chest, and I finally received a half-decent Malawan Slag Longbow Transfusion Grenade, which is an absolutely essential part of my playstyle. So that's good stuff. I'm going to go ahead and put on a real shield here and make sure my loadout is how I want it to be for these dudes. We're gonna go with the Jacob's Grip one. Why not? Okay.
I need you to snag an orbital drop beacon.
Move this to the top, and we'll move this to a corrosive bone. Perfect.
I'll explain why once you've got 'em. Oh, and while you're at it, take out some engineers. We need to show the universe this town is as good for your health as a bullet to the face.
So, we're going to go ahead and complete this quest now. It's been a while since I've done it. I know you have to walk on the roof to get to somewhere, so I'll start that now, I guess. Okay. Perfect. We found our first engineer here, which is good. Ah, I missed that shot. That was bullshit. Okay. Also need to put on the correct class mod as well. Let's go ahead and do that now. Perfect. Okay. So now we only need to kill 2 more engineers, and that'll be easy enough to do when we put the lures on these jack placards like she was talking about. Ooh, there is an angelic loader here. I'm not sure what's going to be best here. Might be able to just ignore that angelic loader, I don't know. But I'm going to kill it, just because I think it'll get angry anyway. Plus, we need to find these engineers. So, good stuff. Alright, someone over there has a shock dot weapon, so we're going to need to figure out what to do about him and the corrosive dot dude as well. So, that's kind of scary, but I do think it's annoying how those surveyors that I called in are now attacking me, but whatever. We'll kill this dude and then we'll get out of here. Alright. Maybe we'll even kill these surveyors. Why not? Well, that'd be because there's still something there, I guess. Whatever. Keep Grim up, and we'll take out these warloaders on our own terms. That warloader wants to be a bitch. We'll take out the less bitch-ass warloader here. They're probably both still bitch-made, which is why they both still need to die, but one of them was a lot less lame than the other. Alright. One more surveyor, I guess. Plus one dude over here. It's probably not even necessary to kill these surveyors. We could just go to the beacon at this point, but they might follow us. Who knows? Alright, let's get out of here now. I don't think what's his name? Foreman something or another is going to be here, so that's okay. We'll just walk past wherever he was going to be. He doesn't spawn until we do the Hell Hath No Fury quest. There's going to be some dudes here going to be all mean and stuff. We're just going to run away from them. Bullloader and that thing, we should be able just to run away from those. Alright, I'm trying to go the right way here, but there's a lot of stuff between me and there. For whatever reason, I thought picking up the orbital beacon was going to be a lot closer to this. Foreman Rusty, I think is his name. I'm not entirely certain on that. He drops the black hole, but only after you have, oh wow, that's fun. Really? So that surveyor, I kunai'd it and then it flew directly into me. That was really, really cute. I liked that. Just wonderful. Alright, let's get out of here. That was really, really fucking stupid, but whatever. Alright, we're on to the next thing. There's an ammo machine right here. I guess it makes sense to buy ammo. I think there's a little bit of stuff that comes to bother us after we place the beacon. And then we just have to walk to the upload center in order to put in the footage. You know, we've been carrying around Moxie's camera. We can't see it anywhere. But yeah, we've been carrying around Moxie's camera recording all of this. So that will piss Hyperion off. And then we can go talk to Lilith and, you know, hopefully get our stockpile relic, which is what we need. Some dude's back there with a Tor gun. Seems to have a high fire rate, but is fairly inaccurate, so I guess that works out just fine. That really not slag him? I hit him with the slag Pimpernel and he didn't get slagged. How is that even possible?
That ought to do it. Get to the Co-Opportunity Outreach Center and broadcast that footage you shot.
Alright. Now, I'm not really big on broadcasting footage. You shouldn't show what you do to other people. It's really stupid. Anyone who would, like, upload footage of them playing a game, just a loser. I don't know where I'm going, actually, so we'll find out. I thought it was in there. It might be. No. It's, like, in this other little place right around the corner here. I forgot about that. Yeah, it's in there. Okay. So there's an angelic guard here. We have to kill these things. They are truly assholes, so make sure we get rid of that. Got a warloader up here as well. Might as well kill it. Alright, that thing got slagged by my antagonist. That was good shit. I think that guy did too. I'm not entirely certain. Alright, what else do we have here? Alright, I think that's enough. Apparently it wasn't. Alright, so these guys suck. Alright, we got them killed though. Let's go ahead and start this thing. We can walk back out there and kill some more stuff if we want. Or if we're required to because an angelic guard jumps down. Perfect. Alright. That guy's nice and dead. Apparently I have to hit the upload button. Oops. Alright. Now we can't leave here without Moxie's camera. It'll be something we need to do. Oh, apparently not. I thought we did. Whatever. Spy class mod. Plus, how many to unforeseen? 5 to unforeseen and 6 to ambush. It's not a bad spy class mod, probably. Spy class mod really get that shitty of a cooldown rate? 13%. That's garbage. At OP8. Whatever. Let's continue. I don't know why I'm walking out of here. We should just save quit much, much quicker. Alright, so now I'm going to fast travel to Sanctuary, and then I'm going to put my save file into read-only mode. I will be creating the tutorial on how to do that very shortly. I said I was going to do it earlier, but I didn't. So, going to go ahead and save quit here, and then put that save file into read-only mode. I'll be right back. Alright, so let's go ahead and continue. The save file has indeed been input in read-only mode, so, you know, we can farm this quest infinite times now. I did forget to take off my stupid grenade before I set that, so we can't do grenade jumps, which kind of sucks, but we'll just walk in here and then we'll go meet Lilith. Now, I said there was no way to farm for grenades in relics in specific, but this does allow us to farm for specifically relics. However, there are quite a few different relics that can exist, including stockpile relics for assault rifle ammo and any other type of ammo that we don't need. And, you know, shitty stuff like strength relics, tenacity relics, vitality relics, allegiance relics, proficiency relics, elemental relics. So there are a lot of things that we can get that aren't going to be stockpile relics strictly for sniper ammunition, which is going to be rather irritating, and it's going to make farming this pretty boring and tedious, I would imagine, because we're going to have to do it most likely a high amount of times, but maybe we'll get what we need. Who knows? So, that time we got a resistance relic and a protection relic, illustrating my point that we can get a lot of different types of non-stockpile relics, which really sucks. Alright, so let us continue here. Definitely should put my grenade in the backpack, that way we could grenade jump up here, but whatever. Here's Lilith. And there's a proficiency relic and a strength relic. Two things we definitely don't need. Strength relics are absolutely garbage for Zero. Just the way that they are factored into his damage equation makes them pretty much useless. So, I forgot to reselect my save there. That's kind of irritating. Aggression relics and the way that they factor into the equation are also kind of useless. It's weird that aggression relics are so far behind elemental relics. I am disappointed that they did not make a non-elemental damage relic, or at least they didn't make a non-elemental Bone of the Ancients, which I think is a poor play. I also think it's a poor play that they didn't make an explosive Bone of the Ancients as well. Alright, so we have shotgun and Hyperion accuracy there. That's pretty shitty. Yeah, I don't know. It is weird that they didn't quite make those work right, at least in comparison with multiplicative boost like the elemental relics have, as far as those aggression relics go. And I don't understand why only fire, shock, and corrosive get Bone of the Ancients. I'm glad that they didn't make a slag Bone of the Ancients, because slag damage is not very powerful. But, hey, 73%. Fuck yeah. Alright. I didn't mean to accept that stupid quest, but whatever. It's in read-only mode, so as soon as we put this into the claptrap stash, that thing's going to go away anyway. So, let's see how much ammo we can carry with that stockpile relic. You can see that it's 10% better than our other one. So we can carry 228. Which is not the 252 that I know happens to be the max, but it is good enough for right now. So, let's make sure that we have it put into this thing, wherever it is, the 73% version. That's the one we need. So that's good. I don't know if we're going to find a better one than that. I'll give it 10 more runs. We'll give it 10 more runs to see if we find a better one. If not, we're just going to make do with that one. I know that, you know, there is one that exists that gets you to 252 because I've seen it on my Gibbed character. So that is what I want, but I understand that it is a unrealistic goal. So I'm happy that we found that thing. That's really, really good. I don't know what we're going to do next. Perhaps we'll go start farming peat. I'm not entirely certain. But there was one of our 10 runs here, so we'll keep going. So now we need a Terramorphous slagging grenade / a Son of Cromerack slagging grenade. Crossfire or Bouncing Betty would be best there. And we need an OP8 Trespasser. And after that, we have pretty much geared out this Zero. So that's excellent. Resistance and aggression, so that's 2 of our runs. We need 8 more here, and then we're going to call it good for now. I would like a better B shield as well, but again, that also seems like an unrealistic goal. I would like better Lyudas, but again, seems like an unrealistic goal, so we might just work with what we have. We have at least acceptable pieces for all of the required gear at this point. The Trespasser and slagging grenades are really kind of a bonus. 7 more runs here. I'm happy that we were able to eventually find an OP8 stockpile relic, though. That's really good. Like I said, 7 more runs. We'll see what we get. Then I'll take a break, figure out how much time we need to get to 40 minutes, and determine what I'm going to do with that extra time. So we'll find out.
So, what now?
Tenacity and tenacity. That sucks. Okay, didn't want to accept that quest again, but whatever. 6 more runs. And then 5 more after this one. Oh well, we'll keep going, keep looking. So last night I went grocery shopping, and this is one of the lazier things I've done in recent memory. You know, when you get home, you have to put your groceries in the fridge or whatever. But I live at 7,000 feet, 5 more runs, by the way. And so I knew it was going to get super fucking cold outside. And I was like, you know what? I'm tired. I'm just going to put all these groceries in the fridge in the morning. But it's weird, you know, to go buy $100 worth of food that you know is perishable and then like, fuck it. I'm not going to put it in the fridge. But whatever. It was obviously plenty fucking cold in my car all night, so I did put it in the fridge this morning. It's not as if it spoiled or anything. I just thought it was incredibly lazy. 4 more runs here. I noticed it when I walked out to my car this morning. I was like, why is there a shitload of food sitting in my front seat? Oh yeah, I'm lazy. How about that? Alright, let's continue. Then again, I think the outside is probably colder than my refrigerator. Or at least it was, you know, when I walked out to my car at 7 in the morning. Stockpile relic, not what we need. 4 more runs here. I'm happy that we did find that stockpile relic for sniper ammunition. It's not perfect, but, you know, it's better than what we had. And it's definitely better than nothing. I'm super stoked about that transfusion grenade. I wonder if there's a quest that offers 2 different types of grenades, much like this one is offering 2 different types of relics, because that would have probably been a better way to farm for the transfusion grenade than the chest. So that's pretty close, but that's launcher. That is interesting, though. I think we have 3 more runs here. We're going to do 3 more. I might have lost count. Since I was looking for both a grenade and stockpile relic, the chest wasn't a bad option because it gave us an opportunity for both. But this is a more direct opportunity for a specific one of those items, I would guess. 2 more. I'm glad we found what we needed there. That makes a big difference. Make the destruct peak runs easier, make certain raid bosses a lot easier. It's good stuff. Veracity is probably going to be difficult to kill, but we'll figure out a way.
So, what now?
1 more run after this.
Gibbed.
We shall see. After this, I'm going to put my save file back into a readable mode, and we'll determine what we need to do next. So, talking to Lilith here, we got Allegiance and Vitality. Yeah, I'm just not confident that we'll ever find a stockpile relic that would beat the one that we have. Even though I know it's out there, I see it as unlikely. So, let's go ahead, save quit here. I'll be right back after I set my save file back to a readable state. Or a writable state, excuse me. Alright, so my save file is in a writable mode now, which is good, I guess. And we're going to go ahead and continue. I said I was going to go farm Pete, So I guess that's what I'm going to do. It makes sense since we need to farm, or we don't necessarily need to farm, but a slagging grenade for Terramorphous and Son of Cromerax could be handy. So that is why I'm going to go withdraw my Trespasser from my bank here, which is a good thing. And I guess I'll also go pick up my Stockpile Relic. Now, I did check. The maximum that a Stockpile Relic can be, I guess, is 85%, which is a significant increase over our 73% that we have here. But that's okay. That's quite all right. So 73%, that's good. We'll get rid of the 63%. Yeah, 73% is a good thing, but, you know, whatever. Peat gear. Let's go ahead and apply this stuff. We have on the shock thing. We're going to need on the B shield, but not yet. Being that there's no way we're going to take off his face shield in one shot, I'm just going to go ahead and put on my fire rate comm, because it should help us knock Pete's face shield off quicker. Let's make sure that is starred as well. So an OP8 Trespasser is something that we would eventually need to finish off this character, but it's something that I don't yet have. So, yikes. Could reset that quest, but no. Alright, so I'm going to continue here, and we're going to see how it goes. Yeah, we have to... Oops, this isn't the right map. We have to go to the... Damn, I would much rather play this map, but we have to go to the Beatdown, which is an entirely different map. So, now that we're here, we're going to go ahead and continue. So, these assholes are already on me with the damage over time. I think it's quite easy to see why I think this map is a humongous pile of shit, but whatever. God, what a fucking piece of shit this map is. Everyone has corrosive damage over time guns. This is easily the worst map in the game, and that's fun. It's only fitting that it's a part of what is easily the worst campaign DLC in the game as well. Okay. This guy is a super badass. I kill him because it's likely that he'll have an accurate damage over time gun, which I don't want as I'm trying to get up here to Pete's area. If people are going to fire the non-elemental weaponry, that's fine, but I found that guy often spawns with like a fire or corrosive or shock Vladoff or Malawan sniper rifle, or, you know, any other type of sniper rifle really, so that is not desirable. We can see here that our level 62 Trespasser is basically going to act as a means to progress our B shield and nothing else, means to use our B shield and nothing else, so that kind of sucks. It's going to be pretty useless for us, but it should eventually knock off his face shield. It's really going to slow down our peat farming, but that's okay. So, we'll go ahead, spawn Pete in, slag him, and then we'll get ready to hit him here with this. This thing has an awful slow fire rate, which means it's going to be difficult for us to, you know, knock off his face shield here, but whatever. Finally got it, so that's good. Now we can really wear him down with the Shock Lyuda, which is wonderful. Have to make sure and we keep him slagged here, because that's important. I don't think he's, oh, he is going into Nova mode right away, so I've already fucked up this fight pretty bad. Let's go ahead and wash off. Oh boy, that sucks. I figure I'll go ahead and leave a few of these spider ants until I'm low on ammo, I guess. I don't know. I'll kill them now. Why not? Alright, so we got to be ready for Pete's next Nova, which will come shortly after his next glob stage. Or, no, he's going to do it right now. Why not? Okay. So let's get a reset here, and let's start killing Pete. Now, as we get close to breaking his shield, we do need to be behind the scaffolding, otherwise we'll catch another, damage over time that's not going to wear off. So that's why we need to break line of sight with him there, and we did, so that's good. He definitely needs to be slagged if we're going to kill him with our, less than perfect everything here. Alright, just racking up those critical hits for the time being. Keeping our critical hits up. He should be going into Nova mode here in just a moment. Okay. So Nova mode's imminent. Throw 2 grenades here. Hopefully it slags him. Wear down his pathetic life bar. It's actually not pathetic. It's quite huge. Alright, so now we have enough ammo to kill him. And we'll kill him. Alright, so Pete's dead. That's good. Let's definitely make sure and collect every single one of these Seraph Crystals, because we have to get up to 120. Sticky Longbow Shocko negative. I'm glad that we did get... we got a Thrusting Unkempt Herald. That's excellent. I'm glad that we finally did get a good Slag Transfusion Grenade, because farming this guy for a Slag Transfusion would have been appallingly slow. So, good shit there. We also got a wonderful E-Tech Bandit Blaster there, so good shit all around. Okay, let's continue, yeah? I definitely want to come over here and pick up these Seraph Crystals. Be a complete waste not to. I'm almost wondering if we should start the battle with our Stockpile Relic, because it is going to take so much ammo. Whatever. Okay. Just looking over the gear, it's OP8. Maybe we would find something that is useful, but probably not. And again we go. Definitely want to buy ammo here. That's a huge deal. Okay. Would the stockpile... should I, drop my shock bone of the ancients and stuff? I don't know. It worked last time. Hopefully it works this time. Need to do better at the opening stages there, not to get my shield broken and not to catch that damage over time. So, first thing we're going to do is slag him. Out of habit there, I almost found myself hitting the start recording button, because I used to, make videos on killing Pete and stuff. But the start recording button is obviously the same as the stop recording button, so would have been quite stupid on my part. Alright, let's see if we can run away. I hate that you can't run while he's cycling the weapon. Just another thing that makes these Jacobs rifles entirely fucking useless. But whatever. Finally, we got him. Alright. So, I'm going to wait till his next Nova stage to waste any meaningful amount of ammo, or to use any meaningful amount of ammo. Because I don't want my critical ascension to go to waste here. Alright, so, let's get him slagged. Let's create some space. Get in a point where I think I'll be able to run back to the scaffolding. Perfect. This is good. Break line of sight. He's done his Nova. Let's go ahead and get him slagged. Alright. Try to break line of sight here. It might be difficult, but it looks like we got it right. So that's wonderful. Oops, wrong weapon there. Alright, so I needed that ammo, so I took a little bit of damage, but we're okay. Let's get back to our scaffolding here. Keep our stacks up a little bit. Crap, that was bad. That's gonna hurt my damage quite a bit here. Hopefully B-Shield gets back up by the time he turns around. Okay, now I gotta hustle here, because he might be going Nova mode. Alright, so we should definitely kill him now that we have these 57 rounds of ammunition. Less than that now, obviously, but he's dead. Okay, let's collect our crystals. Got a hoplite. That's wonderful. We're up over 30 crystals. That's a third of the way there. It means we farmed for 23 so far because I think we started with 7. So that's good. He seemed, it may just be my perception, to have dropped less this time though, which is aggravating. Thank goodness he dropped that purple skin. Okay, is there anything else in here that could even be conceived as useful? Or perceived? I don't know. Probably not. I need a better B-Shield. I need a better Trespasser. I need a better Shock Lyuta. Oh well. I need better kunai as well. There's a lot of things working against us right now. But whatever. Yeah, it doesn't appear that there's anything useful here for me. So, back to it, I guess. We'll do one more run here. Don't want to waste any ammo, obviously, because ammo is a huge constraint in this fight. So that is one of the reasons why I'm not engaging anybody up there, even for kicks and giggles. I hate this frickin' gun. Alright. I hate broken kunai. I hate my crappy B-Shield. See how you can't run when you're doing that cycling of the weapon? I don't understand why that is, but I can tell you that it makes these even more unusable than they already were. They were already quite bad. Alright, so we'll figure out what he's doing here. I don't want to waste any meaningful amount of ammo on him until he does his first Nova stage here. That way I know he's kind of okay. That really not hit him? Damn it, that was stupid. Okay. I love when he runs at me arms down. That really helps out tremendously. He should go into his glob stage soon enough here. He did. Alright, let's get this. Alright, that's good. We got some good ammo there. Let's get this guy slagged. Let's get back over to our little cove here. Keep our critical hit stacks up, obviously. And try to break line of sight with them here. Looks like we accomplished that goal. Just enough ammo to finish them off there. That was good stuff. Let's continue to collect all of these. All right. Homing corrosive O negative there. Wonderful. The killer class mod. It's decent, but you know, obviously the legendary killer exists, so that's entirely obsolete, basically. You seem to drop shit for Seraph Crystals this time. I wish we would get the bounty of Seraph Crystals that we got every single time after the first kill. But whatever. Yeah. So I guess that's where I'm going to go ahead and end this episode. You can see the difference between a green Droog and a Lyuda. It's a big difference. Purple Droog not quite as ridiculous, but you know, still there. That'd be a real good, or no, it wouldn't. The recharge delay is awful. I was going to say that'd be a half decent purple absorb shield if we weren't wearing the antagonist. Okay, elemental relic, don't need. I do have on my shock bone, right? I'd be very disappointed if I didn't. Okay, I do. All right, so as always, guys, I think this is where I'm actually going to end up closing out the episode. So as always, I thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate it. If you haven't yet taken the time to subscribe, please do so. I'd appreciate that as well. In the next episode, I guess we'll work our way up to a higher amount of Seraph Crystals, because right now we are only at 37, which is a far cry from the 120 we need in order to buy a slag crossfire. So one more time, you know, thanks for watching, guys. We did make some progress in this episode. We found a passable stockpile relic. Not a great one, but a passable one. So that's good stuff. Do hope to catch you next time. Bye, guys.